Lagos Fashion Week. Yes, you heard me right. Lagos Fashion Week in Nigeria is the biggest fashion event on the continent of Africa. So the country of Nigeria has numerous anti-LGBTQ plus and especially anti-trans laws, making life real difficult for many. Fola Francis, well, she's a trans woman who is famous for her blog and videos about life as a trans woman in Nigeria. She's also a model, she's beautiful, and fashion designer. But due to anti-trans sentiment, she has been blacklisted by the fashion industry. So this year, she made history as she was invited to walk in Lagos Fashion Week with brands Cute-Saint and Fruché. What are we all talking about?
Well, how amazing is that? First and foremost, where are all these big time events coming from that no one has any idea about? First, it's the Miami Book Fair.
Right?
That's the biggest in the whole entire world. And it's like we live right here. And when and how did this happen that no one knows? Or maybe it's just us that don't know because we're too busy in bed all the time.
Right? We're too busy in bed ordering Uber Eats. Maybe that's what happens, you know?
Maybe that's it right there. And I'm sure they have audiobooks and stuff, but where did that come from? And now we're talking about one of the biggest fashion shows
In Lagos.
in Lagos. But how cool is it that really, a transgender gets to walk? One of
Yes.
my former fraternity brothers who transitioned has just become a model herself.
Ooh, I love
and
it.
to know that it's expanding everywhere. They're
Yeah.
doing it.
They're doing it. Listen, there's something, you've walked the catwalk plenty of
Yes,
times.
yes.
There is something about walking on that catwalk and feeling the vibe of the people. You know what I mean? They could clap, they don't have to clap, just their energy, you feel it, all right?
Yes.
So to do this in Lagos for their fashion week, where the country's everybody there is usually anti-LGBT, and
Exactly, right?
anti-trans especially, and to be able to walk with your head held high, and strut and work it and be like, yeah, what? I'm being my true authentic self right now. And
Exactly. And let's face it, the model statuesque look is so in line with a transgender that stands tall and
beautiful.
really beautiful and loving themselves and true to themselves,
Yeah.
Because it's all about uniqueness when it comes
It really
to
is.
fashion models.
And standing out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know what gets me from this story, JB, is that it's Thanksgiving week. This Thursday is Thanksgiving, and it's all about gratitude, right? You're supposed to be really grateful for what you have. I think that we take a lot of our liberties here for granted. I mean, yeah, we've got shit. We got a shit storm of crap sent our way on a regular. Don't get us wrong. We live in South Florida. We live in Florida where DeSantis is our governor. Look it up if you don't know, okay? But we are very free to be who we are.
Yes, for the most
For
part.
the most part. You know
for
what
the
I mean?
most part, we can't diminish those who do still struggle, but
Yeah.
for the most part, we have some liberties that are just not seen around the world, and that's true with Lagos. They don't have a LGBTQ plus advocacy.
Yeah.
And the fact
They don't have
that
laws that protect them.
exactly, and the fact that a transgender gets to walk in two major fashion shows of a fashion empire that's there is amazing. You can't beat that.
You can't beat that. So
I
make sure
hope she's staying protected, though. I hope there's minimal backlash, none at all. I hope that's the case.
I hope so too. I never even thought about that. She's getting death threats.
Yeah,
There's gotta be
she is.
some. I mean, this is Nigeria, JB.
Mhm.
It's not Texas, even though Texas is not far behind. either.
Right? Plop them there.
Right? It's just, hey, maybe we can send all of Texas to Nigeria. We could just
Right?
put
And
them
bring Lagos
over
to
here, and then we'll have Fashion Week right here in South Florida.
Exactly.
You see, we've got it all taken care of.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.